When I first started telling people I was separating or separated and divorced, people would always say like, "Oh, did he hit you? Did he abuse you?" Bitch, no. I didn't go through that. Now, some people do. For me, it was literal like marriage death by a thousand cuts. It was small things every single day over the course of years that led to separating and divorcing. Now, there were a couple of big things, but those small things over the years, oh my gosh. And a lot of us have like a mix of all these things. I wanted to talk about some of the things that I experienced that people may not even really think are a big deal, but they definitely added up. So one of them was I would always ask my ex to like, before we go to bed, like, hey, are the doors locked? He would get so fucking mad at me when I would ask that question because he didn't want to get up to go check the doors. Mind you, military man. So he was deployed a lot. So I always had to be hyper vigilant for months on end, for years, at the most 8 months, doing things on my own. So having that relief of like, oh, he's home, he can make sure we're safe, but then not having that, fucking insane for years. Um, then I just eventually stopped asking, right? I also stopped asking him to fix things or to put things together because when he would do that, he would have an attitude. So it would either break or it wouldn't be put together correctly and break later on. So once again, I stopped asking, made me stronger, whatever, made me figure it out. But once again, I shouldn't have had to be strong in that way. I should have been able to trust. I planned all of our family trips, all of our dates, probably 98 to 99% of our dates I planned. He would fly across the country. He would drive wherever he needed to drive for someone's retirement, for someone's event. But to take me down the road on a date, couldn't do that shit. Um, and all the household management, all the household finances, I did all those things. There's so many things, so many small cuts, so many injuries. Oh my gosh, the horrible dates. Like I remember I couldn't figure out why when he planned a date, why it just always wasn't like something would happen all the time, random shit. And I realized because he didn't have intention in planning anything for me. Everything was like last minute. Everything was like a check in the box. And I always left our dates just feeling so unfulfilled, feeling so unloved. It was ridiculous. I remember we were watching a movie, I think The Best Man Holiday, and they were like, in a beautiful island, and I forget it's Tay Diggs and Sanaa Lathan's character. And she was like about to do something really sexy for him because they were relaxed, right? They were on vacation. And I remember saying to him, "Oh, I wonder what I would do if we were, together on an island." Because mind you, we never, ever went on a vacation together by ourselves. Ever. I would have had to plan it, and I didn't want to do that. And I remember he got so angry with me. And he was like, "Oh my God, like we don't have the money, we don't have this and that, bitch." We had three incomes, and I had two of them incomes as a therapist and working full time, and I'm also a professor. So technically four incomes, including his own. But I remember going like, damn, like I can't even ask for anything. You know what I'm saying? So it was a thousand cuts. A thousand cuts, as so many of us women have went through. And I want all of us to share our stories because there are women who are sitting in marriages dying 100 times a day because of these small cuts every single day. It may not be big things to some people, but that shit adds up. And I'm saying that for any woman who is navigating this space, who are sitting in a marriage or difficult relationship, and they're just like, I feel off, something doesn't feel right. Like, what is going on, bitch? It's a thousand cuts that you are receiving day in and day out, and that is hard to deal with.
Whether people want to admit it or not, some men marry women they do not like. Some men marry women they do not love. Why? I mean, it could be out of convenience. Yeah, they want a little housewife. They want somebody to cook, clean, take care of the kids, have kids with, breed with, whatever the case may be. Maybe family pressure. Maybe the mom is, his mom is begging you to have kids. When are you going to have kids, son? I want some grandkids, son. I want some grandkids. Like, get that. Look, y'all, women, we got to be more aware because the signs are there. The signs are always there, even before you marry that man. The signs are there. And some women marry out of desperation. They're married because of their biological clock. They want kids too, or they just want to be able to say, "Oh yes, I'm married. He picked me." Like, if those are your reasons, girl, you need to go back to the drawing board and try again and again and a motherfucking again, okay? Because it's no way I am going to enter into a marriage knowing that the man that I am willingly deciding to spend the rest of my life with does not really care about me. She couldn't even get her man to protect her. One of the bare minimum things a man can do in a marriage is protect your wife. And he ain't even doing that. And you was in the military. I was in the military too. I'm gonna protect myself. We had to protect our battle buddies. So what you mean you're not protecting your wife? Why you ain't getting up? We get your lazy ass up and lock the door. Make sure your wife is secure and safe. You too. You stand in there too. So it's so many women that have been in long marriages that absolutely hate their spouse. Men too. Women are a little bit more quick to divorce or whatever the case may be, but men, they will sit and just try to figure things out. They will cheat, they will go do whatever but divorce, because they don't want to deal with the headache. They also don't want to deal with the financial hit that could possibly hit them. So men, yeah, men will sit and treat a woman horribly, not be happy, and go find happiness in the streets and still come home to his wife. Meanwhile, women, like, we sit around and we're patient. We try to make things work. We put in the time and effort. I'm not gonna say all, but we're a little bit emotionally in tune and intact with our marriage. That it's kind of our baby. Like, we want to nurture it. We want to take care of it. But look, for the wrong man, ladies, it'll be like hitting a brick wall every single time. And it's so sad looking at a lifeless relationship in front of you. Like, I've known my aunts, they have been with men for several years. And looking at them and their husbands, it's just like looking at an empty relationship. When you have your husband in the same house and he's sleeping on the couch, that's not a marriage. That's just a roommate at that point. Like, I never understood people trying to stay married for the image or because of religion or whatever the case. If you're not happy, if your relationship isn't thriving, if your relationship isn't moving and growing with God, what is the point of staying in that relationship? Religion or not, what is the point? And I'm not just going to say, because of course happiness is more of a personal, internal thing. Your spouse cannot make you happy. They can bring happiness to you, but your responsibility is to ensure that you are thriving and that you are happy internally yourself. That's your job. But if you have company with you 24/7, a spouse with you in the home, and it's no type of connection, no type of love, no type of happiness, ladies, men too, why are you there? Why are you there? And a lot of people will say, oh, I'm staying for the kids. I'm just trying to wean it out. Like, we need to go to counseling. Yes, do all of those things. But if you do those things and nothing seems to be working, you need to move on. You need to divorce, move on, and go figure out your life. And that doesn't mean go and try to find another relationship or replacement or whatever. No, find your happiness. Because if you're not happy, life is just way too short. Like, I'm not finna be spending my life dealing with a man that won't even make sure I'm secure, that won't make sure that I'm good, that I'm safe, that I'm financially provided for, that he's being a man of the house. And of course, I'm going to be the woman, the wife of the house. But I refuse to live my life in misery with someone who is also miserable. What's the point? You're wasting time. Life is meant to be lived. Life is meant to be fulfilled. And if that person isn't helping you fulfill anything, you need to call it quits. And you shouldn't feel any type of guilt about it. And I respect that lady for sharing her story, because clearly she's been going through it for a long time. But when a woman is done, a woman is done. When a woman is fed up, she's ready. She's ready to move on. And she seemed like, from the video, she seemed like she's a well-to-do woman. Like, I don't know her personally, but She seems like she was in it. She was in it. She wanted to make things work, but as time went on, it's like pulling teeth. You never want to feel like you're with someone that does not hear you. You don't want to be with someone that doesn't listen, that every time you ask for something, it's like you're pulling their leg literally off. Your man should be happy to cater to you, especially your husband. Especially your husband. And that's why I started this community, because it's a self development community. Women, we have to learn how to love ourselves so we'll know exactly what it looks like to be loved. And we'll also know exactly what it feels like to be loved. Because why? Because we love ourselves. And that'll reflect into whatever person you allow in your life. Whoever you give access to is a reflection of how much you love yourself. So remember that. Be careful about who you choose to spend the rest of your life with, because your life partner can be your upgrade or your downgrade. And the only thing we want to do over here is upgrade our life, especially as women, because we deserve it. We go through so much on a day-to-day basis. You think I want to come home and deal with a man that don't even want to listen to what I have to say? A man that don't even want to take the trash out or do basic things in the household? Every time, you coming home and you have a problem with something, your man think you want to argue instead of just listening and trying to just be there for you. Because a lot of times, women, we just want to listen and hear. We don't necessarily need somebody to just be like a solution for everything. That's why I have a therapist, because I don't want to dump all that, so much on my man, because he's not my therapist, and I have to remind myself of that. But you do want to be able to confide in your partner when something is bothering you, especially when it comes to them. If you address something about your man, and every time you have an issue with something, he tries to make it out to be an argument or you nagging, instead of just listening to you and being like, okay, babe, how can we fix this? How can we move forward? How can we move past this problem or whatever? And talk like freaking adults. A mature man will not want to hear all of that. He's going to be your calm to your storm. When you're upset, he's going to be that one to come in like, babe, okay, I don't want to argue with you, but how can we fix this? How can we fix this situation? What can I do for you? And vice versa. It should be a give and take type of situation when you're with someone. So you never want to feel like you're alone in your relationship, especially if you've been with this person for years and years. Who cares about the history? Who cares about how it used to be? It's not that way anymore. You got to take life for what it is right now. Your reality is right now. How are you feeling with this person that you've been with for 10 plus years, 5 plus years, whatever the case is? How do you feel with them? Do they help you grow? Do they help you thrive? Do they make you feel alive? Do they make you want to live life with them? That's what a marriage is supposed to be. That's what a marriage is supposed to feel like. And yes, I've been married before. And yes, I left my ex-husband because certain things were not being handled. Certain things were not being fulfilled. And yeah, we're on good terms or whatever the case is. I don't really speak with him anymore. We don't have any kids together. I don't have any kids. But I'm telling you, life comes in seasons. Seasons come and seasons go. And when that season is ready to be closed, stop holding on to it, because the longer you hold on to something that you know isn't fulfilling your life anymore, the longer you'll be staying in the misery. You'll just be living in misery every day, trying to figure out like, dang, why this person don't love me? Love yourself enough to know when the love that somebody once had for you has passed away. If it's passed away, you need to evaluate your relationship, evaluate your situation, and start making the necessary steps to move on and to move out of that person's life. Because you might be doing them a favor too. Maybe they don't want to say nothing, maybe they don't want to, but if you're in a situation or place where you're like, man, like I just don't feel like this is fulfilling me anymore, this situation, like it's just that bad to where we grew apart. And it's okay, it's natural to grow apart from someone, especially if you're growing as a person. If that person is staying the same or that person has other, things in mind, hey, you can't control people. The only person you can control is yourself. So always choose you first, because one thing men are going to do is choose themselves first, ladies. But this is your girl Faceless. Thanks for coming to my little Black woman perspective talk today. Make sure you hit me up at my email, contact@thefacelessloft.com. Share your stories with me, y'all. Like, I want to hear your different stories, and I want to share my perspectives and my opinions, and I want y'all to share y'all's too. So don't be shy. Drop your comments, like the video, share the video. But until next time, bye, my anonymouses.